We finally have the first episode of the second season of Alchemy of Souls. After this seemingly eternal wait, we can now enjoy the continuation of this incredible story. Although we had already seen a lot of information about what would happen in this first episode, things happened that surprised us that we didn't really expect. But as it always happens, we were left with the desire to see more. That's why today I'm going to talk about what will happen in episode 2 of Alchemy of Souls. But first, remember to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell so you'll be among the first to see our content. We can't deny that this chapter was amazing and it was all adrenaline, so if this first episode was amazing, the others promise to be even better. One important detail is that I'm going to address the main character as Bu-yeon understanding. It's Bu-yeon's soul that's in Na-su's body. At least that's what we know so far, but of course it's important to stress that this could change as the chapters progress. We know that Bu-yeon, now in Na-su's body, found out about her mom's plans. Ho-yeon was very honest with her and told her that her plan was for her to get married so that she could have a daughter. Ho-yeon told Bu-yeon that because she was the first daughter and a priestess, she would have a daughter who would be the heir of Jin-won. Bu-yeon was under the illusion that if she got married then she could get out of that room, but her mom told her no, she would never get out because she had been lost before and she didn't want it to happen again. When Bu-yeon found out that Jang Uk could be one of the candidates to be her husband and knowing that he was a strong man, she saw him as the way out. Bu-yeon begged Jang Uk to please take her out of the room where she was locked up and had a petal symbolizing that he would release her. When Bu-yeon was in the boat and had realized that Jang Uk had not rescued her, she threw the petal into the water and there it came up like a whirlpool and was transported to another place. At the beginning we saw that when she threw the petal it was when the water whirlpool started to grow, and therefore, it is normal to think that she herself used her powers to be able to go to another place. However, the petal was a signal to Jang Uk and at that time he used his ice stone power to transport Bu-yeon. When she sees Jang Uk, she is excited because she thought that he did not let her down and that he would really be the perfect husband. She, without any shy behavior, hugged him tightly and called him husband. Something that Jang Uk was really surprised about was because he is really helping her, but it is for her to help him remove his ice stone. Then we saw the long-awaited previews of the second episode. We can see Bu-yeon with her hand and part of her face petrified. The narration says, "You see, I remember nothing before Jin-won." And you see footage of her saying that to Jang Uk. Then Ho-yeon says, "Search all of Sungram and find Park Dan-gu." Dan-gu says, "I thought the wedding ceremony was for young Lady Jean. Although I wanted to ruin the ceremony, I did not." Then there is a sign that says, "Whoever finds this lady will be rewarded generously." Master Lee says, the entire world ended up finding Bu-yeon. Park Jin asks Jang Uk, "Were you going to ask her to take out the ice stone for you?" Then we see Yul asking Na-su, "Have we ever met before?" And we see her very surprised face. Bu-yeon asks Jang Uk, "What is it that you need me for?" Then he answers, "I just need your great divine powers. That is why I need you." Now according to this information, Jang Uk is about to find out that Bu-yeon lost her memory, since she told him, "You see, I remember nothing before Jin-won." So with this we know that all the information she has in her mind may be because Ho-yeon simply told her and she has what they call false memories. In other words, she doesn't really remember anything, but she says she remembers things about Jin-won because it was the first thing she heard when she was rescued. So Jang Uk is going to confirm that she really is Bu-yeon. Now that he knows that he is expected to use her so that with her priestess powers she can pull out the ice stone inside him. Jang Uk desires that since he is being greatly disturbed by the wraiths, and as Bu-yeon herself once said in Mu-Deok's vision, that the power of the ice stone is so great that few could handle it. Another interesting detail is that as seen in the preview. When they rescued Mu-Deok's body, it was apparently petrified, as Naksu's soul left, but there was some kind of transformation before at the genetic level, that made the body transform to Naksu's body. So far that may be an explanation, but we will know more details later. We will also see in the next chapter how Ho-yeon will do everything she can to find her daughter, and we might see a Ho-yeon who may go as far as insanity or become a very evil person as she can't resist again what happened to her daughter. We will also see that Master Lee will be advising Jang Uk because he already knows that he wants to get rid of the ice stone. Maybe Master Lee, being very wise, knows a way in which he can live with the ice stone without being so disturbed. And soon the inevitable will happen, and that is Yul will meet Bu-yeon, and seeing that it is Naksu's body, his feelings for her will return. So when Yul realizes that it is Naksu's body, he might not tell Jang Uk so as not to lose the love of his life again. Of course, we all know that Bu-yeon really lives in that body. Therefore, it is unlikely that Bu-yeon will marry Yul's uncle since Yul himself will tell him not to. But we don't know how Yul's uncle will react to his own nephew telling him that he cannot marry. Bu-yeon is expected to continue to show her love towards Jang Uk. At first we could see that she only wanted him for the interest of him freeing her from her mother and her room, but apparently she is slowly falling in love with him. But we don't see the same in Jang Uk. He for now is not seen to be open for love. However, he is expected to slowly fall in love with her. Maybe when he learns the whole truth of how things happened regarding her body and that there is somehow part of Naksu in her, it will make him fall in love. But we also don't know what will happen when Bu-yeon recovers her memory. There we find out if there is some of Naksu's soul left in that soul or if it is just Bu-yeon. There is also a theory that Bu-yeon really is a reincarnation of Sol Ran, but we will know whether it is true or not in the following chapters. It is also expected that Jinmu is also planning something because he knew what happened with Ho-yeon's daughter and he knows that Bu-yeon is with Jang Uk. What do you think of this first episode? Let me know what surprised you the most and tell me what things you think might happen in episode 2 of season 2. Tell me how was your reaction to seeing actress Go Yoon-jung acting as Bu-yeon in this new season. Leave your comment here so we can read it. Remember to subscribe to this channel. We will be uploading videos every day of this great series.